Hello, I'm Ariel Alicia and welcome. If you're new to the channel, stick around. If you catch a vibe, subscribe. If you're not new to the channel, thank you for coming back. All right, today is December 31st. It is the last day of 2022. It is approximately 7 o'clock, right on the dot. It is 7 p.m. Okay. So I wanted to film this video today and get it out Tuesday, right before the new year, because we are going to talk about New Year resolutions. Okay. So this last week, I've been seeing like a trend. And I guess now that I think about it, there are people who say this kind of stuff every year, but just this week I've noticed other people making posts on social media downing people who are talking about their New Year resolutions, and saying stuff like, blah, 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 you're not gonna change, new year, new me, whatever, you're gonna be the same person, just stuff like that. And it just had me thinking, like, why would you even post negativity on somebody else's post, or just make your own post about downing people's New Year resolutions? I feel like I don't want this to come off in a negative way, because I don't want to put any type of negative energy out there. This is all positivity, but I feel like people who make those type of posts or speak in a negative connotation when it comes to people expressing their thoughts on their dreams and aspirations and goals, I feel like those are the type of people who don't have drive. Those are the people who don't have ambition. Those are the people who settle for good enough. They don't strive to be the best that they can be. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't put 110% into what they do. That's what I feel like. Because if you are a go-getter, if you are ambitious, if you have goals, I feel like you wouldn't put that type of negativity out there. You wouldn't tell people, oh, you're going to be the same person, new year, new me, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Because you yourself should have new goals, new aspirations, and new dreams. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody should have resolutions every single year, because you're not the same person. You're not the same person you were yesterday. You're not the same person you were last week, last month, last year. You learn something every single day. Whether you realize it or not, you learn something new every single day. We are constantly evolving. We're constantly changing and growing, hopefully for the better. So every year you should have new goals, new dreams, new aspirations. You should want to be a better person and grow. I remember one of my New Year's resolutions going into 2021 was to become a homeowner. I lived in apartments my whole life, and the last apartment that I had, it was an apartment complex that I had been wanting to move into for years. But the people around me, the neighbors, like, it was falling apart. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't becoming a livable situation for me that I wanted to be around. You know what I'm saying? It was just a mess. And so one of my resolutions was to become a homeowner. And I wrote everything down. I actually made a video about this last year, I believe. But I wrote everything down. I wrote steps on how I was gonna become a homeowner. I was gonna improve my credit. I was gonna save money from each check. I was gonna put money to the side. And I did it. I did it. I became a homeowner in 2021. So I'm actually approaching my 2-year anniversary as a homeowner March 19th. So March 19th of 2023 will make it 2 years that I've been in my home. So I feel like people who say negative things, they don't know the power of manifestation. They don't know how to really work for something. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know how to achieve their dreams. They are people who feel like it's not attainable. And maybe it's not even their fault. There are people in your lives, family, who you can tell them that you want to do something and they will say, be realistic. That's not going to happen. I guarantee you, every one of y'all have heard someone say to you, be realistic when you tell them something you want to do. Because to them, it may seem like it's unattainable. That's far-fetched. You can't do that. What? Because they haven't dreamed that far. They haven't dreamed that big. So they feel like it's unattainable. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we've all heard the saying, misery loves company, right? Hurt people hurt people. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I feel like all of those sayings tie into this, you know, because when, there was another saying, people will speak, pray on your downfall. That's it. Oh, I couldn't think of it. People will pray on your downfall. That's another one. But yeah, I've just been seeing this lately, and that kind of changed the whole video that I was going for, because I wanted to share with you guys my New Year resolutions. I wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 resolutions on here, and I actually made this list on the 26th. I actually wrote that on here. I wrote at the top, written 12/26/22. And I'm going to tell you why I wrote that date specifically a little later. But, you know, I was all set to go over each resolution and break it down and let you know why and the steps I was going to take towards it. But after this week, I feel like keeping it to myself. I feel like we shouldn't divulge our resolutions. I feel like you should keep it to yourself. Another saying that you all may have heard is move in silence, right? Move in silence. Don't let people know what you're doing, because people will prey on your downfall. Those people who have been making negative comments about people who make resolutions and make fun of people who say new year, new me, those are the people who will prey on your downfall. Those are the people. Because they, may be jealous of you. You never know. They could be jealous of you. They could be seeing you doing something that maybe they want to do. They may see you doing something that they feel like they cannot do. They don't know how to start it. They don't know the steps to take to get to that place. And they see that you do. They see that you know what you're doing. They see that you're taking action. You're putting action behind your words. And so those people will prey on your downfall. Just like there are prayer warriors. I know y'all have heard that. Whenever a family member or a friend is sick in the hospital, people will say, I need all my prayer warriors to send out some prayers, and some people actually say only the real prayer warriors. Okay? Only the real ones. Because there are, you never turn down a prayer, but there are actually prayer warriors who really do have that connection with the Lord. There are those people who really have that spiritual vibe to them. You know what I'm saying? Like they just have it in them. They have the Holy Ghost in them. They just have it. You know what I'm saying? They have that connection with God, and you know, you can just tell. You can just tell those people. You know, 9 times out of 10, it's the older generation. You know, our grandmothers, our grandfathers. You know, they had that anointing spirit. You know, and so, but you know, you have your prayer warriors. But just like you have the prayer warriors, you have the prayer killers. Those are the people who, they'll pray for you, but they're going to pray for your downfall. Okay, they're going to pray that you don't succeed. All right? Speak things into existence. Another saying we've all heard. That is a thing. Speaking things into existence, that is a thing. That is a part of manifesting. Manifestation. Speaking it out into the universe. So just like people will pray for you, and it will get out there to the universe, into the world, and the world will work their magic. People who pray for your downfall, those words will get out there into the universe too. And they may come. They may come. Because there are people who, you know, there are people who, they have that demonic spirit on them. You know what I'm saying? And there are spirits out here. There are spirits out here, and, you know, people will do whatever it takes. Trust me, there are people who will go to the extent. You know what I'm saying? So, maybe it's best to just keep your New Year resolutions, your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, keep it to yourself. Or keep it to a minimum. If you feel like you need to tell someone, tell some people, but don't broadcast it to the world. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you should write your resolutions down. Write them down like I did. Make copies if you need to. And put them in places that you can see every single day. Put it on your bathroom mirror. We all are in the bathroom every day. Put it in your bathroom mirror. Put it by your key rack. You're going to see it every day when you go pick up your keys. Put it on the fridge. You know what I'm saying? Just put it someplace where you can see it every day. So every time you see it, it'll remind you. It'll give you a reminder just in case you may have forgot. Or in case you may be slipping on your pimping. And that'll be like, oh, that's right. I can't do that. I can't do that. I got goals. I got things I got to reach and achieve. When you see it, that helps you. Out of sight, out of mind. Another saying we've heard. If you're not seeing this, if you're not looking at it every day, you're not going to think about it no more. And if it's really out of your mind because you're not seeing it, then you really don't have that drive to achieve it. You know what I'm saying? But it's very helpful to see your goals every day to push you even more. You know? So, I'm going to keep my resolutions to myself. At the end of the year, look back at your list. Look back at your list and see if you achieved your resolutions. See if you achieved your goals. You may have, you may not have. You may have achieved it a little bit, but not all the way. Don't let that discourage you. All right? For me, I'm going to come back in 6 months. Now, I have all year to work towards these resolutions. But I want to come back at the halfway mark. June. That's half of the year. My birthday is in June. My birthday is June 26th. So I want to see where I'm at in June at the halfway mark, because a lot of my goals I feel like can be achieved by my birthday. That's what I'm hoping for. So even if they aren't, I still have an additional 6 months to achieve them. But I'm going to go into this with positivity and with the mindset that I am going to achieve them by June. So I'm going to come back in June. I'm going to make another video and we're going to recap. And I'm going to let y'all know, like, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to let y'all know where I'm at with my resolutions. I'm gonna let y'all know, the work that I've put into it. Again, I'm keeping them to myself because you want to keep things to yourself, but I can still somewhat talk about it and explain it without really letting my resolutions out there. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the new year, what it's gonna bring. So very much so, post New Year, New Me. Post that. Don't be afraid. New year, new me. All right? Because it is a new you. Every year is going to be new me, new year, new me. It's supposed to be. You're not supposed to be the same person that you were last year. If you're the same person that you were last year, that's saying that you haven't evolved. You haven't changed. You haven't learned from your mistakes. You're fine with just staying where you are. And there's nothing wrong with that for those people who want to stay there. But for me, I want to evolve every year for the better. I want to get better and better and better. If I got a bag this year, I want to get a bigger bag next year. I don't want to stop getting bags. I want to get bigger and bigger and bigger bags every year. You feel me? So that's all I wanted to say to you guys. I'm not disappointed that the energy of this video kind of changed from what I had originally sought out to be. I'm not mad at it at all. I'm not mad at it at all because it gave me a chance to really speak positivity to you all, and to let you know to, just keep things to yourself. Sometimes it's best to keep things to yourself, so people don't speak ill on it or wish you any ill intent. You know what I'm saying? Move in silence. Don't let the cat out of the bag, all right? Child, this video is just filled with all sorts of sayings, okay, that we've all heard. But baby, yes. So I want to wish you all a very happy New Year. If you're celebrating tonight, please be careful, be safe, enjoy. I wish everyone prosperity, health, wealth, growth, and be the best you that you can be. That's it. Be the best you that you can be. All right, you guys, if you made it all the way to the end of the video, then you must have caught a vibe. So subscribe. And until the next time in 2023, please remember, stay focused, stay laughing, stay yourself. Stay what? Stay fly. Happy New Year!